What's up, guys? It's your guy Noobershnoober, and today I'm going to be testing out of whether or not you can say of a value within a value. Now, I do have a theory that might make it so that we can actually do this. So here's what I plan to do. I plan on using this script right here, like just like using obviously the data store to save stuff or whatever. But I'm gonna create a button that's prints multiple different values. So we're just gonna give it like just like a random name and then a unique identifier. Then we're going to give it a value saying whether or not it's clean or like broken or like whatever. So in order to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and start a GUI screen, and then obviously make a button so that we can actually do that. Let's go inside start a GUI, create a local script, and then start putting all of our locals. So local person equals game dot players dot local player, local GUI equals person. Oops. Dot player GUI and local screen GUI equals GUI, wait for child, screen GUI, then local button equals screen GUI dot text button. Alright, button dot mouse button one click, connect function, boom. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to make it so that we have something inside of replicated storage. We're going to create a motor event, and then we're going to say like send data. Oops, not date. And then game dot replicated storage dot send data fire server. Boom and boom. All right. So I guess we're just going to be handling it on the server side of the script. So let me go into server script service, and we're going to say game dot replicated storage dot dot send data dot on server event connect function, boom, here, and then all we're really going to get is the player, right? Boom. All right. So I'm gonna make it so that they actually have a folder inside them. So local items equals instance.new. Then we're gonna create a folder. Items.name equals items, and then items.parent equals player. Alright, so then what we're going to do here is local new item equals instance.new string value. And we're going to say, we have to get a name later on, I guess, but local or I guess local identifier equals instance.new int value. And then we're going to say identifier dot value equals math dot random, and then we're gonna say from like 1 to I guess 100. Boom. Identifier dot parent equals new item. Boom, and we're gonna give like the new item parent to what the hell is it? To player dot items. Alright, there we go. We didn't need to give it a name though. That's the problem. So we're gonna say local new name equals math dot random, and we're just gonna give it like 1 to 10, and then we're just gonna have like 10 different values for names or something. So we're just gonna say like if actually I'm just gonna cut to the point where I create 10 different values for it. Alright, so I have all my different else ifs. I'm like 1000% sure that I could have done something better here. Like 1 billion% sure. Regardless, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna close this, or we're gonna close all these so that I don't have to look at them. Alright, whatever. So we have our identifier, and then now we're just gonna do the exact same thing as we did here, and then create like a different value for if it's like broken or like kind of like how like CS:GO does their stuff where they have like factory new or but we're gonna make it a little bit more simpler, so we're just gonna say do the exact same thing. So local new durability, boom. I don't know if I spelled that right, but equals exactly the same thing. Math dot random, and then we're gonna give it like 1, 2, 3, so I don't have to write as much. I'm just gonna create one more thing right here. Wait a second. So local, what is it? Durability, boom, equals instance dot new, and it should just be a string value. Boom. There we go. And then we're going to say just durability dot name equals to durability. Sorry. Yeah, put in that in strings. Durability. Boom. And durability dot parent equals new item. There we go. Okay, sorry, I just got cut off there by a Discord call. Oh my lord. Sorry, that's your guys' stuff. Alright, regardless, we're gonna say durability dot value equals to clean. And then we're gonna say else if new durability equals to like 2. So I want to do something else. I want to just say like to clarify what this actually is, just for you guys to understand. So durability, um there we go. So durability number. Boom. Look at that. That's what this is. Durability number 2. Then we do durability dot value equals to worn, and then we do that good old else if. There we go, and we put that right there. Durability number equals 3. Then we say that durability dot value equals to broken. So all this is doing is that whenever we click this button right here, we're going to create a new value inside of our storage. So now that we have all of this, we're going to oh my god, it's gonna be a little bit complicated, but bear with me here. So here's what I plan on doing here. So we're gonna say that local items, boom, equal, or like we could give it like item table or something like that, just to clarify between things, equals, and we're gonna have this, which is our table, right? And then we're gonna say that for number items in pairs, and then we're gonna do wait a second, player dot items, boom, and then get children, just like that. Table dot insert, and we're gonna say item table, boom, and then now this is what we're going to insert. We're gonna obviously do items dot name. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get like the identifier, like the random number that we gave it or whatever, like from 1 to 100. So we made it an int value, and we didn't give it a name actually. So we have to do that real quick. So identifier dot name equals what is it gonna be? Just identifier, and then we just do identifier dot value. Boom. There we go. And now we are going to do the durability. So we're going to pretty much do the exact same thing as this. I don't know if I gave it the name that I should have done. So yeah, we named it to durability. So we're going to be doing durability. And then we just said, yeah, we're trying to get its durability. All right, there we go. So now we should have saved all of this, and now we should have something working for that. So there we go, and let's go ahead and let's see if this works. So let's go ahead and save this table right here. Wait a second. So items table, just like that, and let's see if this works. So we go ahead, we click our, sorry, this just runs because like earlier I was just trying to save my ID, but now it's going to save this. So we click our button right here, we go into bad kit 1 2 3 4, and inside of our items we do have something named dork. Yep, it is worn and its durability is 7, or sorry, its identifier is 71 and its durability is worn. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead, let's stop and let's play. Let's see if it worked. And then if it didn't, we're going to need a bind to close. All right, there we go. So I'm pretty sure it saved it exactly in that order, which is exactly what we want. Now we're going to go inside of my titty data store, and we're going to say if data, then for IV in pairs. Yeah, no, we should definitely wrap this in a p call. So let's go ahead and say this and just say local success and then error equals pcall, boom, function, put that in there. There we go. And now we can just say local data equals titty data store, get a sync, and what did we name our thing? We named our thing, oops, there we go. So we named it player dot user ID, boom, dot dot, bruh, with our little thing right there. All right. So there we go, and let's just go ahead and say that if data, then we're going to do whatever this is. So I'm going to go test it out real quick. All right, it absolutely did work. The reason why this table was empty before is because, like, obviously when we loaded back in, it didn't save it. So that's exactly what we're going to do now. We're going to say for number saves, there we go. In pairs, we're gonna go get the data. We're gonna go ahead and say that if, we're gonna go inside of player dot items, find first child, oops, keep on doing this, and then here, uncompleted, boom, there we go. Then, we're going to create this is going to be the name, right? So we're just gonna go down this in like by the list. So obviously it's going to give us the name first, then it's going to give us the identifier, and then it's going to give us the durability. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just write like an else right here, because like what we're trying to do is we're trying to find something inside of the player.items saying that it like uncompleted, because what I plan on doing here is like the second that we actually have a name, you'll just see what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go create a okay, so local new item equals instance dot new, and of course since we want it to be a string value, we're gonna go ahead and create it a string value, and then we're gonna go ahead and give it the name of uncompleted. So that's exactly what we're gonna do here. New item dot name equals sorry, there we go, uncompleted. All right, there we go. And then new item dot parent equals player dot items, right? Boom, there we go. So then we're gonna create something, or yeah, we're gonna say that the new item dot value equals saves. We're gonna go and then we're gonna say if player dot item, sorry, dot items, oops, find or dot uncompleted, find first child, and then we're gonna go say what do we have next? We have the identifier. Yep. So identifier. Then obviously we're just gonna have our else right here. Boom. Local new identifier equals instance dot new int value, and then new identifier dot parent equals player dot items dot uncompleted, and then new identifier dot name equals identifier. Alright, I forgot that I accidentally spelt that wrong right there. And we're gonna say that new identifier dot value equals saves. There we go. So now we're going to go ahead and do the last thing, which is the durability. So we're going to say that if player.items.uncompleted find first child then identifier, then we know that everything else has gone through. And now we could just straight up just do this. So local new durability equals instance dot new string value. We're gonna go. Oops, I keep messing up here. Let me just bring that thing back. I'm gonna say new durability dot name equals durability because we need to keep it that way for the save. And we're gonna say new durability dot parent equals player dot items dot uncompleted, and then we're going to say new durability dot value equals saves. I'm actually gonna go ahead and just change it to save because it just makes more sense in my eyes. Player dot items dot uncompleted dot name equals, there we go, boom. We're gonna say dot value. Oh my god, yes! Yes, it worked! It actually worked! Oh my lord. So, we've saved 3 different specific values of something. Oh my god, that is actually so cool. So if we then wanted to go create another thing, this one's called Rerard, there we go, which has another durability. What if we wanted to create 3 different things, right? Or sorry, we're gonna create 4 different things. Maybe I wanted to check the values of them first, but let's go ahead and see if we now have those things. No, we don't. Oh my god, why not? Did I fucking do it? Did I do it? Oh my god, this is actually so crazy. Oh. Oh my lord. How much more hours is it later? This is actually crazy. Oh my god, wait, and it's not just all different things. Wait a second. We have it all printed out exactly how we want it. So ham sandwich's value should be 4. It should be worn. Alright. I am actually so happy right now. You have no clue. Alright, so ham sandwich value should be 4. Oh my god, durability should be worn. Yes. This is actually crazy because I could not find anywhere online. All right, here's the script real quick. I think I did it really bad last time. I think I had some else ifs and stuff like that, which should not have happened. I think that was the problem. So I guess now what I gotta explain is how this whole thing works. Wait a second, let me bring it closer to my mouse so you can hear me. Alright, there we go, there we go. So, yeah, up here I made it so that we created a new local, which is just player.items. So whenever you see something like item inventory, what it really just means is player.items. So here's how it works. It goes into the save data or whatever, right? We can pretty much just do this if we really wanted to. We can just copy and paste them down there exactly like we did before. Okay, there we go. So what it does is it checks to see if something is called unnamed. Yes, I changed the name because I was just messing with it. I was doing it for more than a couple of hours trying to see what was the problem. I still don't remember what the problem is. But anyways, let's go ahead and see this. If items find first child unnamed. So let me just go into the game real quick to show you how this works. And you're going to see there's a whole bunch of things because I was testing to see whether or not there's there or not, whatever. So what it does is it goes inside the script. It goes and it checks to see if something is called unnamed. But if it found something called unnamed, or sorry, that it didn't find something called unnamed, it would then go and then create something called unnamed. It would give it its parent inside of our items folder, and we create its new value inside of here to be its what we have inside of our data, because what comes first is the name, then the identifier, then the durability. So we've done the name first, and we're making its value it's safe because we can't name it to its save name yet. So we're just storing this thing right here for later. Now we go inside of here. Let's just say that something isn't named, unnamed, or whatever. And then it's going to check whether or not it has identifier. If it has identifier, then it's going to do this. But if it does not have identifier, then it's going to create an identifier. It's going to make it as parent, obviously, inside of the unnamed parent or whatever, right? And then it's going to make the value its save value. So here we have the value right here. It's 79. So once we get to the final last one, we don't need to do if find first child anymore because we know that the last one is going to be durability. It is third in line. It's going to do the exact same thing as the last one. It's going to do it just how like we did our identifier, pretty much down to the exact T. But now what we're going to do is we're going to make the unnamed name to its value, and that's exactly why we named it to its save value to value earlier, so that we can now use it after everything is done. So then we go ahead and we make sure that the name value is no longer there for whatever reason, whatever you want. If anything, you can get rid of this last line right here. It will not change a thing. All it's going to do is just change this thing to its, or sorry, keep it to what we did earlier, which is we just named its value to its save. This honestly took way too long, but I am just so happy that I found a solution because everywhere I looked online, there was zero solution. To be honest, I did it just yesterday night on the bus with like a whole bunch of crackheads. I just had this like idea that it could work and I put it all together and I'm so happy. Anyways, guys, yeah, let me just show you real quick that it does save the correct amount with all of its identifiers and stuff. So if you want to go down here and see its identifier, it completely has its identifier and its durability. It's not the same identifier and durability to every single one of them. See, this one's going to be worn. This one's going to be broken. They're all completely different except for like some of them are probably going to be the same just based off of sheer chance. But I did. Oh my lord. This is going to be extremely useful for things like pet simulators or like if you want to save like multiple values within a value, which is exactly why we're doing this. So there we go. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.